Sharper Point Commentary, presented by Schwartz Laser Eye Center.
The headline at CNBC reads, RNC 2024, Day 2 saw Haley DeSantis, Rubio, Cruz bend the knee. Well, kissing the ring of the nominee after the nomination is secure is standard procedure, which is, of course, what's going on right now at the Republican National Convention. But also, so is criticizing the nominee before they're the nominee. As a former political consultant, I haven't agreed with most of the strategic moves that Kari Lake has made in her run for the U.S. Senate here in Arizona, and I don't care much for her opinion of her former profession, but I agree with her assessment of what the media's assessment is of the Republican Party.
The fake news wants us to believe we're 50-50 at each other's throat. They're creating division and anger.
But that was not the theme of the speakers who came to the stage after Lake. They were practically ready to sing Kumbaya. Ron DeSantis, Marco Rubio, and Nikki Haley, who have all had less than kind things to say about Donald Trump in the past, and vice versa, all spoke last night at the RNC in an attempt to unify the Republican Party. Although you could make the argument that the attempt on Donald Trump's life on Saturday made the unification of the GOP something that's no longer in question. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who ran against Donald Trump in the 2024 Republican primary, said a lot of nice things about Trump, but also spoke about a person the party's unified to defeat.
America cannot afford 4 more years of a weekend at Bernie's presidency.
And here's Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who Trump called Little Marco when he ran against him in 2016.
By giving voice to everyday Americans, President Trump has not just transformed our party, he has inspired a movement.
But the most closely watched speech of the night was given by former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, who went from being Donald Trump's UN ambassador to his biggest rival in the 2024 presidential primary season.
I'll start by making one thing perfectly clear. Donald Trump has my strong endorsement, period.
And made this point, maybe mostly for herself.
You don't have to agree with Trump 100% of the time to vote for him.
Infighting before the nomination is SOP. It's what Kamala Harris did to Biden during the 2020 Democratic debates, and yet she's now standing proudly by his side, although at times it seems she's standing close enough to keep him from falling down. Back in 2020, Harris told her future boss,
I do not believe you are a racist.
But she said,
It was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of 2 United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country.
In order to be successful in politics, it is a plus to have a short-term memory so you can forget all the things you said about your intra-party rivals and all the things they said about you. Although in Biden's case, I don't think short-term memory loss is seen as a plus.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's morning news and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.